மறக்காம லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க. நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Question number 1. Inhibition of gastric and stimulation of gastric, pancreatic and bile secretions are controlled by hormones. Inhibition of gastric juice secretion is done by a hormone that is secreted by intestinal mucosa called enterogastrone, while stimulation of gastric juice secretion is done by the hormone gastrin secreted by pyloric stomach mucosa. On the other hand, pancreatic and bile secretions are controlled by a hormone complex cholecystokinin. Pancreozymin is commonly called as CCK-PZ secreted by the intestinal mucosa. So the answer for this question is option A. Enterogastrone, gastrin, pancreozymin and cholecystokinin. Question number 2. A person deficient in the rhodopsin should be advised to take more of. Vitamin A is essential for the synthesis of retinal pigment. Rhodopsin, carrot and papaya are good sources of vitamin A. So the answer for this question is option B, carrot and ripe papaya. Question number 3. Cardiac glands are present in. There are three types of gastric glands distinguished from one another by location and type of secretions. The cardiac gastric glands are located at the very beginning of the stomach. The intermediate or true gastric glands in the central stomach areas and the pyloric glands in the terminal stomach portion. Both the cardiac and pyloric glands secrete mucus which coats the stomach and protect it from self-digestion by helping to dilute acid and enzyme. So the answer is option D, stomach. Question number 4. Where is protein digestion accomplished? Protein digestion starts in the stomach with the action of enzyme pepsin. Then in the duodenum it is done by the action of trypsin, chymotrypsin and carboxypeptidase, all from pancreatic juice. Then aminopeptidases and dipeptidases, enterokinase in jejunum, and then it ends in the ileum. So the answer for this question is option B, ileum. Question number 5. A person is eating boiled potato. Which food component is found in it? Boiled potato does not contain cellulose or lactose. Its starch is also digested. DNA is broken down into purines, pyrimidines and sugars by pancreatic nuclease such as DNase. So the answer is option A, DNA, which gets digested by pancreatic DNase. Question number 6. Two friends are eating together on a dining table. One of them suddenly starts coughing while swallowing some food. This coughing would have been due to improper movement of. The coughing would have been due to the improper movement of epiglottis. Epiglottis is a flap in the throat that prevents food from entering the windpipe and the lungs. It stays open during breathing that allows air into the larynx. During swallowing, it closes to prevent entry of food into the lungs, forcing the swallowed food to go along the esophagus towards the stomach. So the answer is option A, epiglottis. Question number 7. The fat soluble vitamins. Vitamins are necessary for normal cell functioning. These can be grouped as water soluble vitamins, example vitamin B and vitamin C, and fat soluble vitamins, example A, D, E and K. So the answer for this question is option C, vitamin K. Question number 8. In humans, the undigested, unabsorbed substances are called as metabolic waste or temporarily stored in. Peristalsis is a wave-like contraction and relaxation of muscles that cause the movement of food along with the alimentary canal. The undigested, unabsorbed substance is called as fecus, enter into the cecum of large intestine through the ileococcal wall, which prevents the backflow of the fecal matter. It is temporarily stored in the rectum till defecation. So the answer is option A, rectum. Question number 9. The malnutrition disease in man is pot belly syndrome is a malnutrition disease in man, while CRIDU chat syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, and Edwards syndrome are genetic diseases. So the answer for this question is pot belly syndrome. Question number 10. What will happen if the secretion of parietal cells of gastric gland is blocked with an inhibitor? Gastric glands are numerous microscopic tubular glands formed by the epithelium of stomach. The parietal cells are otherwise called as oxyntic cells, are large and most numerous on the side walls of gastric glands. They secrete hydrochloric acid and castrol intrinsic factor. The peptic cells are called as zymogen cells of gastric glands secrete gastric digestive enzymes as proenzymes, pepsinogen, and prorenin, and small amount of gastric amylase and gastric lipase. The hydrochloric acid maintains a strongly acidic pH of about 1.5 to 2.5 in the stomach. HCl converts pepsinogen and prorenin to pepsin and renin respectively. So the answer for this question is option C. The absence of HCl secretion, inactive pepsinogen is not converted into active enzyme pepsin. Question number 11. Pulp cavity of teeth is lined by. Pulp cavity is lined by a single layer of branched dentine secreting cells called as odontoblasts. These are large columnar cells arranged along the interface between dentin and pulp. So the answer is option A, odontoblast. Question number 12. The absorption of glycerol, fatty acids, and monoglycerides takes place by the fatty acids. Glycerol and monoglycerides are insoluble in water, so they cannot reach the bloodstream directly. In the intestinal lumen, they first incorporate into small spherical water-soluble micelles and then into chylomicrons. That means very small fat molecules, chylomicrons, released from intestinal cells into the lymph present in the lymph vessels called as lacteals within the villi. So the answer is option A, lymph vessels within the villi. Question number 13. In human body, the role of bile salt in digestion is bile secreted by liver is an alkaline yellowish green juice which has no enzyme. It contains water, sodium bicarbonates, bile pigments such as bilirubin and bilirubinin, and two bile salts, sodium glycolates and sodium torcolates. Fats are finally emulsified in a small intestine by the action of bile salts. So the answer is option B, emulsify fats and facilitate their absorption. Question number 14. During sodium dependent glucose transport, membrane transport of glucose through simple diffusion is sturdy as it is a large molecule, hence facilitated diffusion or co-transport against the concentration gradient involving sodium glucose co-transporters will be the best option of importing glucose into cells. This type of transport, which does not directly require ATP hydrolysis but depends on the action of the ATPase, is described as secondary active transport. So the answer for this question is option A. Na plus is co-transported with glucose against the concentration gradient. Question number 15. Cholecytectomy, that means removal of gallbladder, results in cholecytectomy results in impaired fat digestion as gallbladder stores and concentrates bile for better functioning. If gallbladder is removed, the bile is going to be diluted, which will result into the impaired fat digestion. So the answer is option B, impaired fat digestion. Question number 16. Read the following four statements A to D. How many of the above statements are wrong? Statement 1 and 2 are correct, whereas statement 3 and 4 are incorrect. The small intestine is the most important absorbing organ in the gastrointestinal tract. About 90% of nutrient absorption takes place in the small intestine. Constipation. In constipation, the metabolic waste are retained within the rectum as the bowel movement occur irregularly. Gross calorific values of fat is 8.8 kilocalorie per gram. Serosa is the outermost layer and it is made up of a thin mesothelium. It is called as epithelium of visceral organs with some connective tissues. The innermost lining layer of the lumen of the alimentary canal is mucosa. So the correct option for this question is C. From the given four statements, first and second statements are correctly given, third and fourth statements are incorrect. Question number 17. Dipeptides converted into amino acid, maltose broken into glucose and glucose, protein broken into amino acid and peptides. From this, the correctly matching pair is breakdown of starch due to salivary amylase releases disaccharides and oligosaccharides. The intestine also digests starch using pancreatic amylase. Finally, in the small intestine, the maltase act on the maltose and release glucose. Proteases and peptidases split proteins into small peptides and amino acids. Pepsin is the main gastric enzyme. It is produced by the stomach is called as cheap cells. In its inactive from pepsinogen, which is the zymogen. Pepsinogen is the activated by the stomach acid into the active form. Pepsin breaks down the protein in the food into smaller particles such as peptide fragments and amino acids. So the correctly matching option is option B. Second and third. Question number 18. Mucosa of a stomach has gastric glands containing three major types of cells. If DANs are missing or does not work, it leads to the Peyronie's anemia. Peyronie's anemia is one of many types of the larger family of megablastic anemias. One way Peyronie's anemia can develop is by loss of gastric parietal cells, which are responsible in part for the secretion of intrinsic factor, a protein essential for subsequent absorption of vitamin cyanocobalamin in the ileum. So the answer is option D, parietal cells. Question number 19. Which of the following is an incorrect statement? First one, the wall of the alimentary canal has four layers such as serosa, muscularis, submucosa and mucosa. The muscularis layer is divided into an inner circular and outer longitudinal layer. An oblique muscle layer is present in some regions between submucosal and circular layers. The stomach is the muscular J-shaped organ. It is divided into mucosal folds called as gastric rugae. It is responsible for churning and mixing of food with gastric juices. Brunner's gland are present in the submucosal layer of the duodenum. They are responsible for the protection of the intestinal walls from the action of the acidic nature of gastric juices. The cardiac sphincter is responsible for the preventing the regulation of food from the stomach to the esophagus. It guards the gastroesophageal junction. So the answer for this question is option C. Question number 20. Read the following statements. There are four statements are given. Which of the above statements are correct? A vestigial organ has no important function to perform in human beings. The vermiform appendix is a vestigial organ seen in man. It arises from the cecum, which hosts symbiotic organisms. The walls of the alimentary canal from the esophagus to rectum possess four layers, namely serosa, muscularis, submucosa and mucosa. Serosa is the outermost layer. Muscularis formed smooth muscles usually arranged into an inner circular and outer longitudinal layer. Here, submucosa is the third layer. Mucosa is the innermost lining layer. The opening of the stomach in the duodenum is guarded by pyloric sphincter, which prevents the backflow of food. It also allows chyme to enter into the intestine from the stomach. So the answer for this question is option D. From the given four statements, first statement and fourth statements are given correctly. The remaining two statements are given wrongly. Question number 21. Pious patches are present in lamina propria of. Major part of the digestion takes place inside of the small intestine. Small intestine is divided into three parts such as duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Duodenum is U-shaped structure. Jejunum is coiled middle portion while ileum is highly coiled structure. Pious patches are lymphoid structures present in small intestine. Usually it is present in the ileum area of small intestine. Main role of pious patches is human surveillance of materials inside our digestive system. Immune surveillance is the process by which our immune system recognizes and destroys the pathogen. Stomach is present inside the abdominal cavity. It is divided into three regions: cardiac region, pyloric region, and fundic region. Food stores for 4 to 5 hours inside the stomach. So the answer is option B, ileum. Question number 22. Crypts of Lieberkühn are present in. Crypts of Lieberkühn are glands located between the villi of the small intestine. These glands are lined with variety of epithelial cells that carry out different functions: absorption, secretion of digestive enzymes, secretion of mucus, hormones, antimicrobial peptides, etc. are present in the villi of the small intestine. Villi are finger-like projections formed by the mucosal modifications which are responsible for increasing surface area for absorption. So the answer is option B, small intestine and secrete digestive enzymes. Question number 23. Which of the following is not a salivary gland? Salivary glands are exocrine glands which produce and secrete saliva through a system of ducts. There are three types of salivary glands present in humans, such as parotid, sublingual, and submaxillary. The lacrimal glands are almond-shaped exocrine glands that are present in a pair in the upper lateral region of each orbit. These glands secrete lacrimal fluid onto the surfaces of the conjunctiva and cornea of the eye. It secretes the aqueous layer of the tear film. So the answer is option C, lacrimal. Question number 24. Gleason's capsule is the characteristic feature of. Gleason's capsule is the characteristic feature of mammalian liver. The liver is encapsulated in rabbit and man by two sheaths: outer membranous serous capsule consisting of a visceral peritoneum and inner Gleason's capsule of the thin layer of dense connective tissue. In frog, Gleason's capsule is absent. Numerous thin and profusely branched septa-like tuberculi extend towards from the Gleason's capsule, divided each liver lobe into numerous minute and polyhedral units called as hepatic lobules. Thus, the adjacent lobules are separated by interlobular Gleason's capsule. Each hepatic lobule is about 1 millimeter in diameter. A slender intralobular branch of the hepatic vein called central vein or venule form the axis of each lobule. So the answer for this question is option A, mammals. Question number 25. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Brunner's gland or submucosal gland, that one is correct. Irregular folds of gastric mucosa are called as rugae, that also correct. Gleason's capsule is the connective tissue sheath of hepatic lobule, so that also correct. Mesothelium or serosa lies in close to proximity to the circular layer of muscularis, so that is a wrong statement. So out of 4 statements, statement D is incorrect one. Question number 26. Read the following statement and select the correct options. There are 2 statements are given. The second largest digestive gland in our body is pancreas. Statement 2. Pancreas functions both as an exocrine and endocrine gland. Pancreas is a leaf-shaped organ which is the second largest gland in human body. It is mixed gland that has both endocrine and exocrine functions. So the answer for this question is option A. Both the statements 1 and 2 are correctly given. Question number 27. Which of the following statement is incorrect about pancreas? The pancreas is an organ or a gland which is located in the abdominal cavity below the stomach. It plays an essential role in converting food we eat into fuel for body cells. The pancreas has two main functions, an exocrine function that helps in digestion and endocrine function that regulates blood sugar through hormones like insulin and glucagon. Here there are four statements are given. Statement A is it is a compound gland, that is correct one. Exocrine part secretes alkaline pancreatic juice, that also correct one. C, endocrine part secretes hormones like insulin and glucagon, that also correct. D, it is surrounded by Glissan's capsule, that is the incorrect one about pancreas. Question number 28. Which part of the mammalian alimentary canal does not secrete any enzyme? The digestive tract of the human digestive system is called as an alimentary canal. The alimentary canal forms a continuous passage from mouth to anus associated with glands. The esophagus is a part of the alimentary canal that passes through the neck, thorax, and diaphragm and leads to the stomach. Esophagus does not secrete any enzyme. It simply provides a passage for movement of food from mouth to stomach by peristalsis. So the answer is option B, esophagus. Question number 29. A bolus is digestion process occurs inside the gastrointestinal tract which starts from the mouth and terminates in the anus. The mouth is opening of the buccal cavity. In the mouth, saliva from the salivary gland moistens and lubricates the food, and chewing by teeth breaks the food into smaller pieces. The semi-solid food is then modified into ball known as bolus by the tongue, which is pushed into the esophagus via pharynx. The answer for this question is option A, a mass of crushed food moistened with saliva. Question number 30. A gland not associated with alimentary canal is a salivary gland in human being is an exocrine gland that produces saliva through ducts. The salivary gland makes saliva and empties into the mouth through an opening called as ducts. These are two types of salivary glands, major salivary gland and minor salivary gland. The pancreas secrete hormones like insulin, glucagon, which regulate the level of glucose in the blood. Insulin is made in the pancreas cell is known as beta cells, helping our body to maintain sugar level in blood. Glucagon also perform the same function. Adrenal gland is an endocrine gland associated with the secretion of adrenaline, noradrenaline, cortisol, aldosterone, etc. It is differentiated into two parts, namely adrenal medulla and adrenal cortex. The liver is the largest internal gland of the human body. It is directly involved in the digestive system. It secretes bile and other enzymes which helps in digestion of food. So the answer for this question is option D. Adrenal gland is not associated with alimentary canal. Thank you very much for listening our videos. Those who are watching our videos, you are requested to like, subscribe and share to your friends. All the best.